Hey, Johnny from johnnygood.com here. Just been working on a drum track this afternoon and just had a couple of really good quick results. One using a technique, one using a plugin. The first one is on the kick, and it's a technique that I grabbed from Graham Cochrane's site Recording Revolution with regards to getting more high-end beta sound information into your kick drum and ultimately getting to mix helping it cut through the mix. So let's just have a listen to the kick that we've got here. Plenty of punch in the low end for me. Just wanted to bring some more of that that sort of clicky beater on the drum skin sound out of the kick. So here's a cool technique. So what I've done is created a bus track here. I've called it kick high, and then I've inserted a pre-fade ascend on this track here, which is sent over to kick high, and in this track I've inserted an EQ, and you can see on the EQ what I've done. I've done a massive bump at 3.5K, and pretty much removed most of the low end information. That's really the key thing. It's going to take some playing around with to kind of get that EQ where you want it to get the sound that you want. For me, this was pretty much how I pulled it up, and it sounded right to me, so I left it. And this is what that sounds like. Oh, no, it's not. This is what it sounds like. So I'll say that was the sound that I was looking for. It's just exactly that. It sounds to me like a beater hitting the skin of a kick drum. Put the two together, and I'll take it in and out a few times so you can hear. Yeah, so pretty cool. It worked. It sounds great, and it certainly does the job. Now I'm building up got about halfway through, just building up bringing some guitars and things, and it really helps it cut through. So a really cool technique. If you want to get a much longer tutorial on that, if you check out Graham Cochrane's Recording Revolution and say search kick cutting through a mix, I think you'll find it pretty easily. So let's close that and then just have a quick look at the snare. So with regards to the snare, this is the sound that I got on the snare. This is literally the file as it came. There's one or two bits on the mix bus here, but pretty much this is the snare sound, just with a bit of saturation plug-in. For me, that was a real problem. Snare sound. It sounds quite thin. It sounds really tight, really stressed sound, and not much sort of low end kind of thwack. Certainly not at the sort of point of the transient point, and possibly, I don't know. It sounded a bit to me like there was some compression at stage recording or something on it. Anyway, I wasn't too happy with it. And I kind of sensed that endless EQing wasn't going to kind of get me where I wanted to be. So I started looking into trigger software, and long story short, ended up, after using lots of free plugins which weren't really doing the job for me, getting a 14-day trial of Drumagog, which I've literally just dialed in, blended in with the one sample that comes with the free trial, and mixed the sensitivity. And this is the result. I'll just take it in and out for you. So this is without. Let's bring it in. Pretty cool. So I think you can hear that. I mean, I've not done any tweaking with this at all, and there's quite a lot of tweaking you can do within the software, and obviously I can do EQing and etc. afterwards. But straight away, it's for me a total win. We've got a good workable snare sound. Seems to cope with drum rolls really well, and seems to be a really great flexible piece of software. So let's just put the whole drums in together. Let's put a high kick in. Here's our drum kit, just with this. So I think it's already sounding like a really workable live drum kit, and we've not really done anything. I've not really done anything other than those two things to get it mixed together. So I hope that was helpful. Like I say, if you want to check out that technique, Recording Revolution, helping kicks cut through the mix is what you want to check out. I think you can see from this one that it works well. And the other piece of software is Drumagog. There's also Stephen Slate's Trigger and a few other ones out there, but I think this and Slate's are the kind of two leading ones. I think Drumagog, I think I'm right in saying, is around £60, somewhere around that ballpark. Hope that was helpful. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, check out johnnygood.com, and have yourself a great day.